Hello, YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. Back again with another video. And today we are going to be talking about game week 9 of the English Premier League. Hope you guys had a wonderful international break. I'm here today with my own brother, Baldwin, and my brother, Boris. We are here to talk about the Premier League game week 9 and hope it's going to be an interesting one. What do you guys take for the upcoming game week?
First off, happy to be back. It was a long international break, so I'm happy for some real soccer to be back. So yeah, let's go.
Hi guys, my first time to be here today. Hoping it's gonna be a great one, but then it's great to be back after kind of a little frustrating international break, especially for my player Haaland, who didn't make it to yours. But then, you know, we're back for some more exciting weekend of football.
Yeah, talking about that, we were going to get into the player stats, get into the game week formations, and look at the and a couple of other things. Try to make this video, so let's get right into it. So, game week 9 fixtures. We have an early kickoff tomorrow. We have Liverpool taking on Everton, and I don't know. Do you guys what are you guys take first on the international break? Do you guys watch the international break?
I didn't really watch any specific games, just because not really interested in the Euros, so no concern of mine. But I know my players had great games. I think almost every United player that will is in the Euros qualified. Scott McTominay did good for Scotland again, and Bruno, I mean, did the usual. And Holland, I think he scored and they qualified. So, but there were some rumors of the team trying to hurt him, but glad he's okay. And the whole team came back good except for Casemiro who picked up a slight knock.
Did you say
So
Haaland?
Hoyland.
Hoyland.
Holland. Okay.
Not Howard. Sorry, Hoyland. Yeah, Casemiro picked up a slight injury. Amrabat didn't play. That was scary because I was shaky because Casemiro picked up an injury and then Amrabat didn't play during their friendlies, so it was kind of shaky with us not having any central defensive midfielders now. But glad he's back in training. Coach said he'll be ready for tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great international break for my United players. So I'm glad they're back, strong and healthy, and hopefully they can bring that form back. And yeah, Rashford scored too, so hopefully he can bring that back to the Premier League and we can get some goals going for him.
Amazing. What's your take, Boris, on the international break?
Yeah, I watched a couple of games. I kind of watched the England game. I got a couple of players from my team, like Phil Foden. He was really exceptional. He provided a couple of great interceptive passes, and also you could see John Stones. John Stones played a couple of minutes. That's kind of it gave him some confidence to be back for the week. And I also watched the Portugal game. Bernardo Silva always doing his magic. So I have a great feeling this week's going to be really positive, and with the coming back of players like Rodri. I did watch the Spain game as well. Rodri was really, really exceptional. He's really, really one of the best holding midfielders in the world right now. So, looking forward to a very, very entertaining weekend of, explosive games, and hoping these guys come back. We just had rumors Kevin De Bruyne is going to be back in like 4 days. So, at least we can get our teams back to the scoring habits.
Perfect. All right. So let's go right into the fixtures for tomorrow. The very first game that we have is Liverpool playing Anfield at Liverpool playing Everton at Anfield. Do you guys have any take on that game?
But
Baldwin, your mic is out.
Yeah, from last week, I think I predicted Liverpool winning the season. So far, I see Liverpool winning this game. Everton, I don't see how Everton could win at Anfield, personally with the form that they're in. They've had a couple good games. I think the past two games have been okay, but I think Liverpool's gonna come out of this. Are we doing the scores now or no?
No, not now. We'll just like
Okay,
run
okay.
through like what we think about the.
Well, I think we all know that's a Merseyside derby. So
Mhm.
Everton has always been a pain in the ass to Liverpool. So um, my take, I mean, Liverpool gonna win, but then it's not really gonna be an easy ride for them. I believe Everton's gonna come back a couple of times, maybe score, counteracting the scores. But since we're playing at Anfield, Anfield is not a place to go joking. The fans and the atmosphere at Anfield is
Yeah,
really really crazy. So it's gonna be
exactly.
a good game, a tough game. But then I believe Liverpool's gonna come out like the winner.
Yeah, I think Everton has been on form. I think they've won the last 2 3 games. They've really been firing on all cylinders, and Liverpool have been struggling as always. So I believe if this game, from what I'm seeing, if Everton scores first in this clash, I don't see Liverpool coming back to win this game. So I know we're gonna get to the predictions later on, but I'm hoping and praying that Everton scores first. We can have an exciting game going forward. But look at it otherwise, I know that Liverpool, a particular Liverpool are vulnerable down their flanks with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He has been struggling on the right wing, on the right flank. And also, it's really going to be an interesting game, and hopefully, I'm hoping Everton comes out on top of that game.
Why,
Uh,
why?
I mean, you predicted Liverpool winning the league, so I'm trying to look at possible ways where my opponents or the people that I'm competing
Okay.
with in the league
So
can.
now we know why, because you're an
Yeah,
Arsenal fan. All right,
definitely.
all right. Let's go.
Anyway, we're not going to focus much on the Bournemouth Wolves game. We'll probably just get there on the predictions. Another interesting game which I'd like us to talk about is the Brentford Burnley game. I don't know what you guys think about that one.
Um, I love Vincent Company, but like I said last, I don't see who he's winning or what game they're gonna win in the Premier League. So I'm going Brentford again.
If you look at the stats, Burnley won their last game.
They
You
did.
know, they've been picking up a lot of confidence now. Coming to the Premier League this season, Vincent Company came in with a lot of young lads. It's been a fresh start for them, and I think they're getting the momentum right now. But that notwithstanding, Brentford has been on a good run. Brian Buemo has really been exceptional for them with the absence of Ivan Tony. So Brian Buemo has really stepped into the field to kind of lead the team. So for me, I believe Brentford is gonna be the winner for this game.
All right, perfect. Moving on to.
What do you think? You're not gonna say nothing?
Uh, I'm a huge, I'm a huge Burnley fan. I think by now everybody already knows that. I love company style of play. So also I rooting for Brentford. So they've been playing the kind of like mixed football. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're kind of like lukewarm. So it's a game that I will always I'm praying. I hope Burnley comes out on top. I know they haven't won a single game the season so far, so I hope it's gonna be the first win for them. But
Yeah, I find that difficult, especially what we did to Brentford last game. 2-1 uh, injury time. So I think Brentford's gonna come out hungry to correct the wrong that they made in those last 7 minutes. So I think Burnley will fight, but I just believe company style of play with the players he has. I don't think they'll be able to keep up with Brentford and what they have going on right now.
all right, fair enough. So we have the next one. It's a huge clash for Manchester City, who simply cannot afford to drop another point after suffering back-to-back Premier League defeats for the first time since December of 2018. And we all know very well that Brighton and Hove Albion be a very difficult opponent. But Pep Guardiola will be relieved to be back at the Etihad Stadium. where City have won their last 20 matches in a row in our competitions. So they're going into this game as a favorite. And what's more is that it might prove to be a surprisingly forgiving fixture for Manchester City. Though using a very difficult method, we know that the Zerbi plays kind of like high end, high end offensive game, as opposed to the method which Wolves and Arsenal used to win the previous last two games against City, like basically sitting back and hoping for a
Right.
counter. So it's going to be a tricky one. I would like to see what Boris thinks about this one. I know he's going to. Anyway, I'll give him the floor.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm gonna pull up for my Man City lads. Um, Looking at the game, the upcoming game, we can foresee a clash between two titans, two um, you know, technical titans in the Premier League. The Zebri since coming to the Premier League, has really been great tactically. You can see in the way they play. As Brian mentioned before, they kind of play a very high offensive game. Like they play with high lines. That defensive line is really, really great, high. And so too does Man City play at times. Most of the time, sorry, except when they lose balls on transitions and then they have to fall back, which is one of their weaknesses. But then I believe it's going to be a tough game. Looking at Brighton's form, their past two games they drew against Marseille and then they drew against Liverpool. So Man City actually won their last game against Leipzig, which actually boosted their confidence after coming from a two straight defeat from the Gunners and
What were you
Wolves.
expecting? What were you expecting? They were playing Leipzig. They had to win that game.
Come
So
on, man,
let's
Leipzig
talk
is
about their last win in the Premier League. They got
come
trashed 2 weeks ago by Arsenal. Are you not gonna mention that?
I'm gonna mention that, but it was all in favor of Arsenal. I mean, fair play. Arsenal did all the players were really really great. Man City players were really. It was a shame because our players couldn't control the ball, they couldn't carry the ball as they do before. I don't know, maybe the absence of some lead players like Rodri, who kind of dictates the game, and De Bruyne, who kind of sets the pace for Haaland and all of the players. And then the tactics were really frustrating. I'm sure to believe maybe Guardiola coming back from a surgery, his brain wasn't really functioning well. You can't
So
go
so
to a
so are those excuses you're making, or Arsenal deserve to win that game? Are those
well,
excuses you're
fair
making right
play.
now?
Arsenal they were better chance to win the game. I mean, they should have even won the game like 2-0 or 3-0, but then we're very fortunate to conceive a lot. Our goalkeeper really suffered a lot from a lot of shots. Arsenal had a lot of shots, and City had just one shot on target, which is really shameful.
Yeah.
And you don't go to a game like Arsenal, who is on fire, who has been looking forward to grab the league, and you go and you don't start your electrifying players. You go start the game with Grealish, who's just coming back from an injury, and he still isn't in form. You have an electrifying player who's proven it for the first few games since he was brought on. Doku, you start Doku on the bench, and you start Alvarez on the bench. These are two very, very important players that have been, taking the lead since the absence of Rodri and De Bruyne. So you can go for a game like that and you keep your best players out there and you're hoping to bring them in to make a change. And, it was a really shameful game for us, but then kudos to Arsenal. You guys had a really good game. Fair play. So, me being a City fan, I know my guys are not going to let me down this time around. So, I believe Man City is going to win the game. Um,
All right.
over Brighton.
Brighton,
Yeah.
Brighton all the way. I can say that. Anyway, Newcastle, Crystal Palace. I'm really not focused on that game. The Forest game against Luton. I don't think we have any particular interest on that game. I would like us to go straight on to the Chelsea Arsenal game. And Borden, what do you have to say about that?
I'm kind of stuck here because Chelsea's like right below us at the table. I need them to stay there. I know we're gonna win our game, so I don't really mind if they beat you guys.
Against
So
Sheffield?
against I don't really mind if Chelsea beats Arsenal tomorrow.
You say you guys are gonna win your game against Sheffield?
Oh, definitely. That's no question. Like that's a given. So let's set the facts straight.
All right.
So tomorrow, I think the game's gonna be good. I like what City has brewing. I think their last game they really played very well. I think they only had an own goal, which they played really well. So I think they can come and put up a fight, especially at Stamford Bridge. I mean, Chelsea Arsenal's always been a great clash, so I don't think it's gonna be run over as many Arsenal fans might think it'll be just because of Chelsea's form. I think Chelsea's gonna come ready to play, and I think I'll shock you with my score predictions, but I think Chelsea can hold off on this Arsenal.
Well, Brian, sorry to cut you short, but I believe it's a London derby, right?
Yeah,
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah, so derby's definitely going to be a great game. Um, Chelsea has been struggling. Honestly, they've been struggling to, pick up form. With the new players that just came in. They've been trying to get to know each other, play together, and Arsenal on the other side has really been great. They've won a lot of games. There's a great team Arteta is building. I must say, sometimes I feel jealous for what he's doing because he's got a really, really good. When you look at the way Arsenal play, they're actually playing like Prime City. They're actually replicating Manchester City in their form. So
Stop. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Arsenal,
whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down.
You gotta give
Okay.
credit where credit is
No,
due.
no,
no,
no, no, no, no. We're not gonna
That's what he's
start.
doing.
on
We're not gonna start saying outlandish stuff just because he was under Pep. If he was not under
What's
Pep, you're not
what's
saying they're
outlandish
playing like
about
Prime
that?
City.
on,
No,
on,
It's
no,
no, that's
honestly,
Arsenal
bro.
outlandish. You can't
That,
compare this Arsenal team to a Prime City. Like, no,
it's
no,
Arsenal playing great
definitely.
football. Why not?
Arsenal is
they're
playing
playing
really
great
great
football, but
football,
don't compare them to Prime City.
but
Like, I don't even know what Prime
you
City
could
you're talking
feel
about,
the Pep
but don't compare
effect.
Arsenal team right now to any Prime City team.
I mean, the Prime City that just went on a
Nah.
13-game roll without any defeat, like winning 13
Arsenal,
straight games.
I get it,
So
but
that's
let's
what
not
Arsenal
stretch.
are actually portraying right now,
I know.
bro.
Let's not
Honestly,
stretch. No, no, no,
listen.
no, 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 no,
Sometimes we gotta.
no, no, no. What?
You
They're playing great football. It's okay to give compliments, but don't exaggerate.
No, I ain't exaggerating,
They're
bro.
playing.
For real.
No,
Listen,
okay.
you can. Sometimes, as Brian said, you gotta give credit.
I have
Arteta is
given
really
credit. I
doing
said
a
they're
good
playing good.
job
He's doing a good job. I know he's doing a
because
good job.
Still
look
nah.
when you look at the way
Still nah.
Arsenal play their formations, the
Still
way he
nah.
brings in players with respect to
No.
you know with
Mm-mm.
respect to positions. If he's taking out somebody like Partey, he's bringing it
My,
this other guy from Chelsea. How do you call him? Jorginho. And he's got a lot of players
Jorginho.
firing up in
my
front.
question is,
Jorginho.
You know,
When we're talking about Prime City, you're talking about Jorginho.
my
no,
question is, my question is, my question is, why is a United fan even talking when elite winners
When
and
was the
game
last time
makers
you
are
won the
talking?
When was the last time you won the Prem? Thank you. Let's go back to this conversation.
all right, guys. So back to the game. I believe I believe Arsenal are trying right now. They are at the top of the league, I suppose.
No, no,
So
no. Spurs. Let's give
Yeah,
respect
the
to my
top of the
Spurs
league.
boys.
What's the
No, no, no,
difference?
no,
You're
no.
top of the league
No,
with
no, no,
Spurs.
no. Spurs is on top of the league right now. Let's give them
yeah,
their
with goal
respect.
difference, but
North London, they run. North London goes through Tottenham Hotspurs right now. So let's.
so yeah, credit to sports. Shout out to my sports Spurs supporters out there. But then I believe Arsenal, they learned already from the mistakes of last season where they were at the top and the
When have they ever learned?
well, let's hope this season they learn
There's
from
no
that.
hope.
So my take is Arsenal's gonna win the game.
All right. Consecutive victories for Chelsea has put Mauricio Pochettino's project back on track, ensuring that their Premier League results are starting to reflect some relative good performance. However, um, there's still that could be it that they haven't won and at the bridge in their last two games. So there's kind of like some positive and some negative. But and as Boris mentioned, we have been on scintillating form this season so far. We haven't lost a single game. And mind you, we are the only two teams left in the Premier League.
Who's we? Who's the other team?
Arsenal and one other Arsenal, one other team, are the only unbeaten team in the Premier
Call their
League.
name. Call the name.
So Arsenal and Spurs are the only unbeaten
There
team
we
in
go.
Premier League so far. So that should tell you that we're going into this game with hot form. The only doubt which we have is the injury to Bakayo Saka. Without him, Arsenal's creativity is diminished considerably, which is a huge problem given that Chelsea has conceded only 4 goals in their last 8 matches in all competition. So it's going to be a tough one for Arsenal. But if Saka is out, Chelsea's momentum could be enough to knock Arsenal back in what should be an thrilling and close encounter. But I know my boys are going to do the job, and we should maintain 100% unbeaten run in the Premier League so far. Do we have to talk about this Sheffield United?
Let's go. Come on. Stop
we have to talk about this Sheffield United's game. I don't think it's.
So I'll take over from here. Thank you. So the Red Devils are playing Sheffield United at Bramley Lane. So far, Ten Hag has 100% record, even though it's a small sample size against teams that have come up from the championship or relegation type team. So I'm very confident. I'm going to be cocky going into this game. I don't remember the last time we beat a team 3-0. I think this is where we start, especially after the momentum we had in the last game.
Talking about a clean sheet?
Oh,
You're
definitely.
talking about clean sheet with Onana and with the defense you guys have.
Definitely. No. Varane is back from injury. He should be ready for tomorrow. And Sergio Reguilon, he's back from injury as well. So I think our defensive line tomorrow should be good with Dallo, Varane, Reguilon, and I'll probably throw in
just look at the players you're calling.
No. I don't listen. I told you this last week when Spurs won Sheffield 2-1. I said it's Sheffield. I think a 9-man United, all respect to Sheffield, a 9-man United, the United I know and grew up following, a 9-man United should beat Sheffield. I don't care. I just need to come out there with a win. A win, 5-1, 5-4, 3-2. I don't care. But I'm going to be cocky and say 3-0. We're having a clean sheet tomorrow. Onana's getting back in form. And I think Rashford scores 1. Højlund scores 2. I'm giving you score predictions right now. And Anthony 1. So let's go 4-0.
Hey, hold on, man. Come on. What we talking about? Like Rashford?
Yeah. He scored in the England game. He looked really good, didn't he?
Bro,
did he look good?
Did he look good? He was.
Did he look good?
He scored, yeah, definitely.
Did he look good?
Definitely, but then he was surrounded by a bunch of great players.
Like, what are you trying to say? We don't have great players at United?
He did look good for a while, just before scoring. Honestly speaking, I believe the load is a lot on Rashford, and I think he needs to step up because for the past weeks, Rashford has been like the worst player in United for me. Because a lot is expected of him, but then he, he plays. I've never seen a player who plays with his head down. Like, you're an attacking player, you need to look at your defenders. All the games, Rashford plays with his head on the floor, and he out of 20 shots, he has 2 shots on target out of 20 shots. I think United needs to work on bringing in more players, giving a lot of competition to Rashford. Maybe if he's got some competition, it's going to boost him up a little bit. Garnacho is out there. You guys should play him more frequently, or else you guys going to lose young talents. Because you have to remember, building a Premier League team that's going to last you forever, you have to depend on the youths. But United is all about a quick resort. That's why you guys been buying old players like Casemiro, who's in their 30s, 30-something, been buying regular. And you guys even brought Jay Evans, bro. Evans, to come play your defense. There's a lot of young, vibrant players out there. Get to the market, buy young players. Like, you guys are really not doing
No.
Onana.
Listen, when you're a club like United, okay, I agree. When you're a club like United, the standards are high. There's no time to build like Arsenal and City before Pep. There's no time to build. We need to be firing on all cylinders at all times. So I get the mediocrity with City and
You guys
Arsenal. You
haven't been
guys are
firing on you guys haven't been
whoa, calm
firing
down.
on
Can
any
I
city
finish?
in
Let me finish. Let me finish.
the
Let me
last 3
finish.
years.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I know you're not talking about final cylinders in the
Bro,
last 3
football's
years.
changed
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
since
whoa, 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 whoa,
Sir
whoa, whoa.
Ferguson
Can,
left.
can I
The Premier
finish?
League's changed
Jesus.
since Sir
Can I
Ferguson
finish?
left. You know,
Listen, this is
everything's changed
United we're
about
talking
football.
about.
Football is all about.
I know.
Okay,
I know. And calm down.
you guys
Okay.
are my crazy
We're
neighbors,
not used
bro.
to,
You're my crazy neighbors.
we don't do building stage like Arsenal and City before Pep. We don't do all of that. So we have to be firing on all cylinders. I know you guys don't have the expectation we have as clubs and fans. So it's okay, talking about young talents. Those days are gone. You need talents firing on all cylinders now. That's why Doku's not starting, because Grealish is there with all those experience. We need experienced players. And this is not Arsenal we're talking about, where you could bring like 18, 17-year-olds and put them right in the starting lineup. We need experienced players who've played and have proven that they can do it at the highest level. If not, you will get chewed up
No,
at
bro.
United. So
I
again,
definitely
we're winning
want.
tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I'll see you guys back here next week when you guys, eat all your words. And like I said, 4-0 United. Go Red Devils. I'm done.
All right. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Boris.
I honestly don't agree with that, Brian. Brian, honestly, I don't agree with what he said. Football has changed of recent. If you look at the, all the great teams in the world right now, everybody is beginning to understand that in order for you to produce results, you got to build. I'm just going to name a few. We're going to start from Real Madrid. Madrid is getting rid of the old players and they're bringing in a bunch of brand new young players with the likes of Camavinga, Chouameni, um, 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 I mean, Rodrigo and all the Vinicius. You have
Mhm.
young players coming up. Barcelona, great teams like Barcelona, who've got a lot of history in Europe, they're building. Barcelona is bringing in the likes of Pedri, um, um, Gavi. They have Cancelo. They have brand new. They have other young players coming in. How do you, I mean Yamal. You got Balde. These are young players coming in. When you talk of football
Okay.
nowadays, it's all about construction. I'm not
Do you
done.
see
Like
the difference with the teams you just called, Barcelona and Real Madrid? What league do they play in?
the Spanish league. All right,
Thank you.
let's get to the Premier League. Arsenal
Yes.
is rebuilding. Man City is rebuilding.
How
Um,
long? What are they
Chelsea is
rebuilding?
rebuilding.
Wait. What is Arsenal rebuilding?
Arsenal got a flock of young players, bro, for the
What are they
past two
rebuilding?
seasons.
What is there to show for it?
Or is
What
there
is
to
the
show for
difference
it?
between Arsenal and United? Please tell me.
Oh, okay. So now you're comparing Arsenal and
Um,
United.
for me,
I thought
I could say I'll bet.
He's telling me how you guys are so much better.
No,
What's
for
the
me, I'm gonna
difference?
go for Arsenal because for the past seasons,
What past seasons?
look at the past three seasons. How many trophies? How many trophies has he got
Who?
for the past three seasons?
We both had zero, except for last season.
No,
We haven't won the
Arsenal got
Premier
an FA
League.
Cup.
we've won
Sorry,
the FA
Arsenal got a
Cup
Community Shield.
and the FA
Oh,
Cup.
Arsenal
oh,
got
congratulations.
the Community
Oh,
Shield.
that's
Arsenal
what
got the FA Cup.
that's what we're comparing ourselves to now. Community Shield and FA Cup.
It's a cup. What? It's a cup. As long as it's a cup, it's a cup.
It's a
It's a
I don't
trophy.
plate.
care what it is.
But you
All
guys
right,
better
guys.
get back on winning trophies,
It's
or
an
else we're gonna
interesting
end up
debate.
like Tottenham.
It's an interesting debate. I would like for us to move on now to the Premier League predictions for the weekend. And let's go with it. Let's try to wrap it up. The first game is Liverpool Everton. What is your game week predictions for that one, Baldwin?
2-0.
2-0 for Liverpool.
Yes.
All right. I think, do we do it per team or we just go
Yeah,
each?
let's go per team. Yeah.
Okay. Boris.
I'll go for 2-1 to Liverpool.
Liverpool 2-1.
Yeah.
Liverpool Everton. Everton is going to Liverpool is going to concede. I go for 2-2. 2-2.
Okay.
Bournemouth Wolves.
Um, Wolves. I feel like this is gonna be a boring game. Wolves 2-1.
Wolves are gonna win 2-1.
Yeah.
Boris.
Yeah. I believe Wolves, they've been on a good run form since defeating City. So I'll go 2-0 to Wolves. Wolves gonna win 2-0.
2 Wolves. Quite interestingly, this is gonna be a boring game, so I'm gonna go for 1-1 in that game. Brentford Burnley.
3-1 Brentford. 3-2 Brentford.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-2 Brentford as well for me.
Okay. Um, Burnley, I'm gonna give them a chance here and go for 2-1 Burnley winning. Hopefully that plays out. Anyway, moving on to Manchester City Brighton.
I think City comes out of this. I want to say 2-1.
2-1. Boris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a 3-2 for City.
Okay. I will do I think City is gonna be held to this one, so I'll go for 2-2. I'll
Ooh,
do 2-2.
hot takes.
Newcastle Palace.
Mhm.
Another boring game. 2 2-0 Newcastle.
0 Newcastle.
Yeah, 2-0 Newcastle.
All right.
um 3-1 for me. 3-1 Newcastle.
Okay. Newcastle Palace, I'm gonna go for 1-0.
1-0 who?
Newcastle.
Okay.
Forest Luton.
Um 3-0 Forest.
Whoa. All right. 3-0 Forest.
To me, Luton Town has really been great. They've been playing some exciting football. But in
They haven't won a game.
Forest, I know they haven't won a game, but I know Forest, are going to be, basing themselves on experience and stuff. So, I believe it's going to be a nil 1-1 for me. 1-1.
Okay. Forest Luton, I'm gonna go for 0-0 draw. Chelsea Arsenal.
Ooh, drum roll please. Chelsea Arsenal 3-2 Chelsea.
Okay.
um, 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. I'm gonna go for an Arsenal smashing 3-0.
Mm.
Clean sheet.
Bro, clean
I
sheet.
hope you Ramsey.
You were talking about a non a clean
I'm so
sheet.
sure.
Sheffield United. Sheffield United, Manchester United.
Like I said,
uh,
4-0 Man United. I
Okay.
think Hoyland gets his
uh,
first Premier League goal in this game. Hopefully two. 4-0 United.
um, 2-1 United because they can't keep a clean sheet.
Who's gonna score?
Oh, you said 2-1 United.
Yeah, because with the defense that is so old and shaky, they can't keep a clean sheet.
Makes sense. I'm gonna go for painfully. I will say uh 2-1 United. 2-1 United.
Ooh.
And then Aston Villa West Ham.
Oh my god, that is a good one.
Hmm.
Oh jeez. Oh my god. 2-2.
Villa West Ham 2-2.
Yes. Oh, that's a good game.
Villa West Ham for me. I believe West Ham's gonna win. So I'll go with like 2-1 in favor of
2-1
West
West
Ham.
Ham.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, that's gonna be a tough game. I believe this game is gonna draw. I'll go 2-2 Villa West Ham, and the final game Spurs Fulham.
Go Spurs. Spurs 3-0 Fulham.
Spurs 3-1 Fulham.
Spurs 3-1.
Yeah.
You said Spurs to win 3-1.
Yeah, Spurs to win Fulham 3-1.
All right, and I'm gonna go for 1-0 Fulham. So Fulham's gonna win this game. All right, guys. All right, guys. This brings us to the end of our stream. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and the share button. Any final thoughts for you guys before we end this?
Go Red Devils. Tomorrow's gonna be a great week, and we'll see you guys live stream tomorrow for some games and some after reviews. Great stream.
Come on, City. Come on, City. Good luck to my guys tomorrow against Brighton. It's really going to be a great game. And I must say, if you guys look at the names on on this live, you have Brian, Baldwin, Boris, the BBB.
Triple B's.
Triple B's. Yeah.
All right, guys. See you. Peace
Thank you.
All right.
Peace.